Welcome back. What mindset leads to greatness? That's a good question. If you're talking greatness, you have to find out what resonates for you as greatness. What are the people in your life who you see as great? Who are these people? And from what era of history do they exist? So, a big problem in our modern Western world is that we don't have any decent examples of greatness. All of our values have been basically replaced with cheap social media, TikTok, shallow celebrity culture, and yeah, like it's very shallow, and people are too distracted by this celebrity culture, and they're too disconnected from real ancient values of greatness. So a lot of the stuff can be found in mythologies, in religions, texts, in poetry. So think of all the mythic stuff. So think of and the language as well. So think of stuff like Greek mythology, like the Bible. Think of things like um, you know anything where there's heroes, gods, you know, epics, stuff like that. It can even be fiction. It doesn't have to be anything religious or spiritual. So to give you an example, uh, if you look at some of the let's look at ancient Rome. Let's look at some of the excellence described in ancient Rome. So before Rome fell into its decadence and collapsed, it reached a peak of competency. It reached a peak of power. It reached a peak of beauty. It reached a peak of will. It reached a peak of strength. So uh, they achieved greatness. They achieved greatness, and they modeled their inspirations for greatness in in the mythology. So you see some of the statues by people like Michelangelo, or um, any of the great works of sculpture, great temple structures, great works of art, great works of literature. All of these are pointing to a ideal reality, something that's higher than our everyday life, and that is a source of inspiration which is missing in our modern world. In our modern world, when people think of greatness, there's not much that is offered in terms of the mainstream. So it's up to us to take responsibility to identify what is greatness for you, which figures in history embody that, or which characters, or which stories, or which um, mythologies, or whatever. And then you need to expose yourself to this material, and you need to start absorbing it into your brain, absorbing the language. You look at some of the Olympian or ancient Nordic mindsets, and they had a lot of things about being a champion, being disciplined, being honorable, glory, courage, truth, beauty, just higher values which are generally ignored in our mainstream society, replaced with TikTok and yeah, all that stuff. So if you really want to enter greatness, identify the greats in your mind and then absorb their language into your brain, and you will start to see your brain transform, move towards greatness. And we need more people in our world embodying greatness. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.